developed. And a lot of people still say that Drupal is not perceived as being enterprise ready. So what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about these obstacles and then sort of show you some of the things that we've done at Appian to help overcome these. So the first two obstacles is it's difficult to get started at Deviant's Heart. And so, for that we actually introduced Drupal Gardens. And one of our big mantras here is, design to align with exactly tackles those two obstacles, right? It's, we try to make it easy to get started and also make it very easy to design something which are the two first problems. And so the best way to actually show you how we help overcome that is to give you a quick demo of Gardens, the latest and the latest version of Gardens. And Linnea Rowe, our product manager for Gardens, will give you a demo. So, here goes.
How many of you have actually tried the Gardens beta yet? Nice. Great. Well, if you haven't stopped by our booth, we have codes, so feel free to come by and grab a code and you can set up a site.
Yep.
Okay. Just check out the okay. Okay, so 1 second. This is our website, and what I'll do, there's a lot to show. So what I'll do is sort of hit the highlights of and show you some of the things that we've added to Drupal Gardens to make it easier for you to create a Drupal site. So I'm on the site here, and I'm actually logged in as a user. So the first thing I want to do is come in here and create a site. And we'll talk a little bit more about Drupal Gardens in the presentation, but essentially what Drupal Gardens is, it's Drupal 7 running as a fully managed hosted service with some additional features added on. So if you think about WordPress.com, this is somewhat similar in that we follow the Drupal 7 project very, very closely. We're giving people Drupal 7 with additional features, which I'll show you. So some of the beta testers we have been creating sites for a number of clients, and in particular, we've got a few beta testers who are creating sites for museum clients. So what we'll do here in the demo is create a fictional site for it's a site for a museum of contemporary art, and it's a site for them to announce and promote their summer series. What we're hearing from a lot of our beta testers, and what we found in our research, is that Gardens is going to be good for a lot of different uses, and in particular, it's fantastic for setting up very quick social sites that you want to get up and running very quickly. Okay, so the first thing you'll see when you create a site is the option to start with a site template. And by starting with the site template, this will give you a number of features enabled. So that means that the modules will be enabled, some of the blocks will be placed, and you can also have different pages created. So right now we have a campaign template and also a product template. say that in this particular site, I'll use my blog as a news, as my news, my way to communicate news, and so I don't really need a news page. So with this, so right now the site's being created on our servers, and as you'll see that the approach that we took with Drupal Guardians is to try to give people Drupal in as pure a state as possible, and just add features to it, instead of sort of disguising Drupal. And so you'll see that we're going to be in a very traditional looking Drupal 7 site, and then the features that we've added will open up on top of the Drupal site. Okay, so right now I'm looking at a Drupal site, a Drupal 7 site. If you're familiar with Drupal, you'll notice that here's your admin bar is up here, your shortcut bar is down here, and one thing you'll see is this highlight right here. We wanted to let people know that there's some help resources for that. So, for instance, if you expand here, you'll have access to videos that we've created, documentation, support forums, and also a pretty robust knowledge base and support ticketing system. Okay, so before we go into the theme builder, I'm going to do a couple of changes here just because it makes the theming look that much nicer. So I'm assuming that by now most of you have probably seen Drupal 7, but if you haven't, you'll notice that when you go into some of the administration pages, it's opening up in a